Hello, YouTube. I'm here today to discuss with you a very important, significant, and rather fundamental aspect of our very humanity. And it's about fear.
Beer?
Fear! Fear is when you're, afraid. When you're scared. That's fear. Okay? And when you are scared too much about things in life, scared about the boogeyman, scared about Bigfoot, scared of ghosts, when you have too many fears in your life, no, especially me, when I'm talking about personal experience, when I'm afraid of too many things in life, it pisses me off, it makes me angry, very, very angry,
Very angry.
very angry, you know, and when I'm very angry, it kind of festers in my insides, in my very being, and all that bile comes out from my stomach and into outside, and it leads to really hating a lot of things in life, hating the trees, the animals, the sky, people, you there on YouTube itself, TV, TV shows, actors, the things on my table, the mouse, the screen, the computer, the camera, the keyboard, the computer, everything. I start to hate everything, and when I start to hate everything, it makes you horrible inside, makes you feel horrible, and when you feel horrible, you suffer, no? So when you suffer, experiencing pain all the time in your life, and when things get so painful, it gets too much, you become afraid again, very afraid, so it's pretty much a kind of a vicious circle, YouTube, vicious circle. That is a term I would like to teach all of you, vicious circle, because it's like a ball and it's vicious. Stay away from that. It's bad. Okay? Very, very bad. You stay away from it too.
Okay.
Vicious balls. Stay away from it.
Vicious balls.
Yes. And to simplify, what I'm saying here, if things are too complicated for you, things are too complicated, I will simplify it. Okay? We began with fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. And hate leads to suffering. And suffering leads to fear. That's right. And fear leads to anger. And anger leads to hate. And hate leads to suffering. And suffering leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to fear. Okay? YouTube, you got that? Somebody auto-tune that for me. Okay? I will be famous on YouTube finally. Auto-tune it, guys. Thank you very much till tomorrow or the next day or whenever I feel like it. Okay? Bye-bye.